Hey everybody. Hopefully you can see me. Yes. Um Hopefully is it dark to y'all? A little dark, or maybe that's cause I can't see. I'm at the other house, y'all, by the airport. So what y'all will hear is plenty of airplanes going by. Yeah. Anyway, we did celebrate my birthday yesterday. Yes. I had a great time, y'all. We rolled all in the hood, and I was pleasantly surprised. I told y'all I was gonna pick up my little old school friend and take me around in that bluff, which is supposed to be a bad area in Atlanta. So they're gonna take me into the bluff cause a pastor had came to me and want to know if I could put some programs up for the children. But y'all know I was so pleased when I went through there. That place has been cleaned up. They said that TI have remodeled a lot of places up in there. It don't even look like the same drug infested neighborhood. I was so delighted. I said, Grandma can finally rest. I can finally rest just to go around to these different neighborhoods and see where the community has taken charge of themselves. Now, when we drove through the bluff, we had young kids out there just sweeping and cleaning up the community, and some of them were picking up trash. And the older guys, they were getting limbs. I guess it was a storm or something. Sorry, y'all. I'm at the other house. I'm at my other house, y'all, by the airport. So y'all gonna hear nothing but planes. But anyway, uh, so and then we get to the corner. We got to the corner. We saw some little kids with a lemonade stand. Boy, I must have bought. I didn't want all that stuff. I bought lemonade, chips, candy. It was me, a Lady P, and her grandson. So yeah, y'all, they have really cleaned up that community very well in the bluff. So I called that pastor. As I said, Pastor, I said, the community has took back their community. They cleaned it up really good. Why did you ask me? Could I did I need to come to the bluff? Y'all know this pastor said. Well, he was trying to get CO1 501c3. He had to have programs together. So that's what he was using me for. It wasn't that he was using me because he want me to go in there and deal with these children. He was trying to get his 501c3, and he had to have all these different qualifications, as to why he should get the 501c3. And so they be funded. They'll fund the church. So I've been used like that a lot. I was just thinking, man, I don't never learn. I remember being used a lot with my kids. I wasn't getting not one dime for these kids, y'all. And we would go different places, and half the time I didn't have gas money to get these children to different events. Their parents was on drugs, and the parents didn't have no money, or they just went into their children at the time. But I wasn't getting not one dime for these kids, and these churches was using my kids. Now I did find out that one lady, 77 Adventist church that we were going to, they were using my children for their program, and then my children weren't even allowed in their church. After I put the paperwork together and got the community together, they did not want these children in their church. They were saying that these children was a bad example to their children. And I'm telling you something, them rich kids and born with a silver spoon in their mouth was the baddest kids in church. My children that I picked up off the streets, them community kids, when they went in that church, they were quiet and mannerable. But anyway, that's what I found out was behind the thing with the bluff with this pastor just want to use me to get the program, saying that he actually have a program what he done, but it would have been my program, but the church would have been reaping the money. Cause I'm telling y'all, when I would put these kids in a parade, I would just get out buy a whole all these T-shirts. They come like 5 in a pack for about $10. We get T-shirts, and everybody had blue jeans. You put your blue jeans on, and then the kids were at nighttime. We were iron on our logo at night, and go on and be in the parade. Yo, we were poor. Yeah, but the churches were using my programs, but wouldn't putting it back in the community to the kids. So, you know, I have to be careful sometimes when these pastors come to me and ask me for favors like that. But I done got old, y'all. I think I'm retired from all of that. But I really was pleased. I was so pleased. Let me show y'all. I took some videos. Hopefully y'all can see. I took some video of us going through the bluff. Yeah, I wasn't even scared no more. I didn't. I said this place looked different. Lord, this Lady P took me and showed me all them houses T.I. has restored. All them rappers in Atlanta, they've been restored those houses up in there, man. Make you feel good as an old lady that the young kids are out here taking back their community. Okay, I'm going to face. It's on my Facebook, y'all. Oh yeah, while I'm doing this, um, I opened back up my IG. Y'all follow me on IG. I went live on IG yesterday, y'all, while I was out in the streets. But a lot of y'all don't know. But I'm still Black Titanic on IG. It's BBLACKTITAN Black Titanic. With the two B's, it's just BBLACK and then Titanic. That's me. So y'all follow me on IG, because what I would like to do is for us to do call-ins and us to talk to each other face to face. So that's why I went back to IG. So I got to learn how to do that. So y'all can call, we can call in, we can uh see each other face to face on IG. Well, I'm looking for. I don't know if y'all can see me. All this sun out here. Okay, I'm looking for the all these happy birthdays now. Come on, I hate it when I get live and can't find what I'm looking for. I'll be all ready to know what I want to talk about. Yeah. Okay, I think I got it. Hopefully y'all can see it. I'm gonna turn this on. This me going through the bluff with Lady P. Yeah, he's about 2 years old, so he my grandson too. Just a baby, didn't even know his own self. Like today, we was telling him things that he used to do when he was that age. We had him laughing. Yeah. Okay, I'm finna turn on. Lady P, wanna say something? Oh, wait a minute, y'all. I gotta start it from the beginning. Sorry. Yeah, we gonna go live later. I don't know if y'all can see me. I should go in the house. So y'all know what to do. Hopefully y'all can see this. Black Titanic, y'all. I'm out with Lady P and her grandson and my adopted grandson sitting back there in the back, y'all. Out with Lady P. Hey, y'all. Miss Sean, love you. Hey, y'all. Excuse me. I'm going in the house. Y'all. I can't hear nothing. I can't hear nothing. Y'all just let me. Excuse me. I'm gonna finish my commentary. I'm just going in here. Shit. Woo! Oh Lord, I'm in the house, y'all. Yeah, this the other house that I got my youngest daughter. This where she be at. Yeah. This where she be at, and I don't have to worry about this house over here with her, cause she very responsible. She take good care of it. But the other house with them boys, a little bit over there. Oh, well, y'all see me at all the time. I'm gonna turn the light on so y'all can see me. I'm sorry, y'all. I can't wait to get my teeth. I'm tired. What is my grandson? You want to say something like that? I'm sorry. I guess this still looks dark. Yeah, I've been knowing him It's still a little dark, y'all. Let me see if this light will work. Yeah, he's about 2 years old, so he my grandson too, Y'all see me better? I don't like this. Oh, there we go. That's a little better, but it's dark, right? Oh boy, I was trying to find a good spot. But okay, we gonna go on and do what I gotta do. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna show y'all some where we were at out in the bluff. This is where we was at. I love you guys, and I will be tuning in. Shit. Yeah, we gonna go. Okay, here she goes. This is Black Titanic, y'all. I'm out with Lady T and her grandson and my adopted grandson sitting back there in the back, y'all. Out with Lady P. Hey, y'all. Miss Shaw, love you. Going to get that money. Y'all know she bad. Y'all should see what she got on. She got on this two-piece dress. She looking good. Looking like a teenager today. Showing that shape. Say something, Lady P. Hey, it's just it's how you do it, not what you do. It's how you do it. Well, as y'all can see, I think she got her teeth in today. You got the teeth. Yes. Oh, Lord. I got a fling. Yeah, she done got her teeth in. Hey, look, y'all. My teeth coming on the 11th. All right, this month. Now, I can't wait to get my teeth. I'm tired. One of my grandson, you want to say something back there? Hey, happy grandson back here. Happy to call my grandparents. Yeah. Yeah, I've been knowing him since he was like, what Bobby did that? Oh, yeah, sure is. I've been knowing him since he was about 2 years old, y'all. Okay, that's Lady P, y'all. So I'm going to take y'all to the hood now. Okay, here we go. We're driving through the hood. What? Sleep? Look at this, y'all. Y'all see that, don't y'all? That's our people out here in the hood. Yeah. Just out here enjoying myself, y'all. They're at the laundromat. Now, you know they ain't washing no clothes. No, they over there getting high at the laundromat. This is called a bluff, y'all. Look how they redid this house. Yeah, they fixing up around here, man. Yeah. They said T.I. bought up a lot of houses up in here and they're fixing up all up in here, yeah. Some of these rappers. Look at this one. Yeah, that one looked nice too. They used to be really. That's what high school underground. Really. Somebody was on the honor roll. Yeah, that's my high school in Cobb County. Oh, that's good. Maybe they drive all the way out there. Got family members. That's what I love about them. This is how they come out and clean up their community. Ain't nobody asked them to do that. Oh yeah, they clean it up. Yeah. This is called a bluff, y'all. It used to be the worst street, place ever. Look how they redid these houses. Look at this. Yeah, look over here, y'all. Y'all see how these rappers is fixing up this place called the Bluff? That's a community center. Oh, they done tore down. Wow. They done tore down wait a minute. No, I ain't up far enough. That's the community center. That's new. Look at all these houses they done redid. Yes, it look different over here, y'all. All through here. Wow, y'all. I told Mary Moss, I said, you wouldn't believe it over here. Mary used to live in the blue house right here. Grew up in this blue house right there. This blue one? Yeah, that one right there. Well, anyway, y'all got the idea. That was Lady P and me just running around in the community, I was staking out that bluff because I kind of was fearful of that bluff for maybe about 5 or 6 years ago. I think I told y'all the story about my little 10-year-old nephew that was helping me out looking for my niece. We thought she was dead. And the detective told us that she had made a phone call from that community, the bluff. And that was my first time experience the bluff. And it was rough over in there. I mean, I was scared. I remember when I would ride up in there, this man was chasing a guy down with a great big old knife. Looked like a machete, looked like a sword. Yeah, and I was like, oh, God, get me out of here. But they done cleaned up the community, y'all. Very well. They done cleaned it up. So I'm bringing y'all this story today about my 10 years. He was 10 at the time that he was helping me. But when he got about 13, the guy in school killed him. Just tried to blow his head off. I mean, he in middle school. In the middle school, walking down the hallway, he blew his brains out in front of all those children while they was exchanging class. My nephew Todd. So that's what I'm finna go and show y'all a video of that when it happened. But what I don't like about these people, today's topic is going to be about mass shooting and the stereotype that they do with black families as labeling us as the number one killer or the number one people who commit crime. But this is what this is about. But the guy, we always want to include people of color. He was from Pakistan. He was 14 and my nephew was 13. And he killed my nephew. And we still can't figure out why you killed my little nephew. He was in like the 10th grade, and my nephew was in the 9th grade. My nephew was real popular on the football team. He was an honor roll student too. That boy made all A's and B's. He always had good grades. We have never had no problems with him. But when the newspaper and the media got on to it, now he was not the one carrying the gun. He was not the murderer. But what they say about black men, black children, claim that he was in a gang. They still saying that they play this every year, saying the same old thing that it was gang related, and that's why the guy shot. Now, if he was such a gang banger, he wouldn't have had a chance to shoot my nephew. But anyway, they didn't report nothing negative on the shooter. Nothing. Okay, y'all, I'm finna find it, okay? Todd, his name is Todd Brown, y'all. This happened in Huntsville, Alabama. Okay, here go his picture, and I'm gonna put the video up for y'all. That's my baby. I used to carry that boy on my hip everywhere I go. He was on my hip. But here you go. Here go the story.
14-year-old Todd Brown's life ended shortly after Ahmad Mehmet fired one shot to the back of Brown's head. The motive is cloudy at best. Mental health experts testified that Mehmet was afraid of his own gang-related activity. He thought that killing Brown was his only way out of the quote-unquote gang. Police never found any true links to serious outside gangs at Discovery. 2 years later, in 2012, while out on bond, Mehmet and his mother are captured in Dallas, Texas, at a bus stop, attempting to leave the country. Both Mehmet's parents pleaded guilty to hindering prosecution. They never truly served time, and probation was lifted as they returned back home to Pakistan. In 2013, Mehmet pleaded guilty and was sentenced to 30 years in prison. He addressed the court saying, in part, "I would like to beg the family of Todd Brown to forgive me." It's
Hell
2020
no,
now.
I never forgive your
Class
ass.
after class of students move on in life. One of those former students, Anna Manus, was one of the students placed on lockdown.
Students walk arm in arm with their parents away from Discovery Middle School, obviously shaken from the day's events.
It was very scary for us.
Hannah Manus describes the lockdown that happened seconds after the shooting.
Turn off all the lights. We got in the corner, locked the doors.
Watching that, what goes through your mind in that moment?
Just thinking that I somehow processed that and was able to talk to someone, I think it just shows that you can run off adrenaline and kind of be shocked and confused. And I didn't know anything at the time.
Manus has only watched this interview once. On occasion, Manus flashes back to the experience, mostly when she drives by the school or when she hears of another school shooting.
I don't know if I pushed it out of my mind or if I tried to just forget that it happened, but 10 years was, I didn't.
Y'all know this. Let me tell y'all something about that interview. He has a brother there now. They interviewed this little white girl, and it was all about these white kids when the school was 80% black. But he has a little brother. They didn't even there. His little brother was in the 8th grade, which my nephew also. They didn't even interview him. Every interview is these little white kids and how they felt. They did not interview not one black kid. They didn't even interview them. You would think they would go to the brother, my nephew, and talk to him about how he felt because he was in school that day as well. It was all about these little white kids, all about being gang related. That's what the media say. But the police keep telling them that there is no evidence that this was gang related. But the media keeps saying it. But anyway, y'all got the idea. He was the one that was going through the bluff with me. That's why I remember this story. But he was going through the bluff with me when we were looking for my niece. He was the one getting out the car. He was like 10 years old. Every time I got out the car, he got out the car to put the flyers up. And I'll be like, baby, go in there and sit down. It's too cold out here for you. I don't want nobody messing with you. I ain't 10. He was 10 years old. That's what he was saying. But the guy was from Pakistan, and they never would arrest them. They would never do nothing. We fought hard. And I told the story yesterday that what happened was that the mailman was reporting that every step. That's just how small Huntsville is. They kept on going getting documents, passports, any kind of documents that's relating to them trying to escape back to Pakistan. And the mailman, he was a black mailman now. The mailman was turning it in to the authorities. So that day that they tried to escape, they were already watching them. They found him in Texas. So when they found him in Texas, that was when they went on to put Mimon, that's his last name, put the little Mimon kid in prison. And then the mom and stuff, they didn't do anything to them. But we had them deported. They were deported. That's the only thing. We got a lawyer. That's the only thing they would do to them was deport them. And then he wasn't going to be able to make it financially because I am in the medical world and I had his license taken from him. The dad was a pediatrician. And you got a murderer for a child, or you had your child and trying to make an excuse why this boy killed my nephew. No, I wasn't having it. I turned all those documents into the state board and all these videos that they keep showing about the murder of my nephew, and they took his license for him. But because if he ever come back here, he can never practice as a doctor in the United States. But yeah, this is stereotyping black families. Even when our black families are victims, they stereotype us. Now, I don't want to run back outside. I left my paper outside. I just have to go by memory of what statistics says about the black family, specifically the black man. The number one group to commit mass shooting are white males. They're not even old, they're young. They commit 70% of all crimes. They commit more rape, more burglary, more murder. And then they got the black men's, that's 21%. Then next they got Asian, it's 11%. Then next they got 5% as others. So the white family, the white male are the number one shooter, mass shooters, number one killer in the United States. And then they the number one in rape, burglary, you name it, and committing all the crimes. But what they do, they say that we are. They say that black men are. They say that black women are. They say that black children are. But it's a stereotype, y'all. We're not committing all these crimes out here like that, but we're the one going to jail because how they got the system set up. I'm going to read some of this and then I'll get back to the story. Lisa said, that's for sure. Live, love. Hey, chat. Hey, back to you. Patricia said, good morning, Miss Black Titanic. You have a blessed day. And then she said, love every day. Amen. Blessed to you too. Blessed to all of you guys. Blessings and enlightenment and everything great to all of you guys. All right. Lil Love said, I love the wisdom. Lisa Realty said, yes, we can see you. Oh, okay. I couldn't see y'all though. All that light, all that reflection out there. I didn't know y'all could see me. Okay. All right. And then number Leo Love says, I need you to teach me how to maneuver around on YouTube. Oh, I know you. I know you ain't answering this, Grandma. I just be playing with. I play with it. That's all. I can't teach nobody about no YouTube. I know you got like a 5 or 6 year old around that house. They'll teach you how to maneuver that computer. I have to be asking my 4-year-old grandbaby how to do stuff. Oh yeah, get you somebody young. Marsha say, hey, Black Titanic and friends, my son Hickman. Yeah, I'm thinking about it. Yesterday, y'all said that I didn't get back with y'all. But if y'all want some books, go to my at the beginning of the video is my email. Email me, that's all. And I'll get the books on back out to you. I am an independent publisher. I do everything on my own, y'all. Okay. Say live life, live, and love. There it goes. He babysitting y'all. Laugh out loud. He babysitting y'all. Y'all, you talking about coleslaw? Martell? Yeah. Yeah, don't get me started on him babysitting. Felicia Thomas. Happy belated birthday. My daughter's stepson and cousin birthday was yesterday also. Yeah. Born on July. It be the hottest month in ever to me. And then Miss C Float says, Black Titanic, you are my favorite. Oh, y'all so sweet. So we gonna get back on the story now. We're talking about I'm telling y'all what we finna do. We're still talking about mass shooting, right? Y'all know June the 10th. This was no shooting. On June the 10th, they found a black man named Dante Jones home. They found 2 other guys where these race soldiers had shot him 60 times. This black man has shot him 60 times, y'all. That is overkill. That you ain't trying to stop nobody. The black man was unarmed, y'all. But what I'm finna get to is these mass shooters. Why is it that these cops can take these shooters alive and well? They even took Dylan Roof after he killed all those old people in that church, took him to McDonald's somewhere. Yeah, so we gonna do Dylan Roof yet. Yeah. Y'all remember when the mass shooter Dylan Roof, when he went in that church? And my thing is, I would have. I know we are a loving people, y'all. We forgiving and we love. So when Dylan Roof came into that church, I would have been up in alarm, man, knowing me. But they allowed that boy to come in church and pray with him. And then I'm thinking that why do we forget about our history with these people? And then he had that big old bag too, a big old bag with the guns all in it, the rifles all in it. I would have left. I would have left. That's what I would have did. Cause we're not used to me being able to try to tell some of these Christians, hey, you need to get this man out of here. They will be at my throat if I would have told them something like that. But that man, we got this history with them where they are. Well, here I found it. We got this history with these white people where they like to kill us. But yet and still we still trust them. Okay, this is right here is one of the survivors. Dylan Root told her, I left you alive so you can tell the story. And then all these black people were forgiving this man less than 24 hours. Now, I'm going to tell y'all something. I've never seen the media, the national news, as any other race. When somebody killed their loved one, they don't ask them, do you forgive them? Do you want to forgive? We're the only race that they do that. You've been to kill my son. You've been to murder. I mean, just dehumanize my kids or my loved one. Then you ask them in front of national TV, do you forgive? That is an insult. But yeah, most of them say they forgive. So let's just look at Dylan Roof, y'all. Here we go. Dylan Roof. This is one. I watched him take his last breath.
Before leaving the Bible study room, the shooter stopped right in front of Polly Shepard, who was hiding under a table.
When he got to me, he could hear me praying. And he said, shut up. Did I shoot you yet? And I said, no. And he said, I'm not going to. I'm going to leave you here to tell the story.
Were you ready to die?
I was ready. I said, Lord, well, if this is the way I'm supposed to go, this is the way I'll go.
9 of the people in that room did lose their lives that night, killed by a man they welcomed with open arms into their Bible study. Just 2 days after the massacre, the nation marveled when family members of the victims, including Felicia Sanders, offered their forgiveness to Dylan Roof.
I told him, may God have mercy on your soul. And I honestly hope God have mercy on his soul.
He laughed at them when they said that, y'all. That boy laughed.
We were in a camera person recently, and he said the Charleston church shooting was the breaking point.
You can't equate the two. You can't. That made me so sad because I never wanted any one parent to feel what I felt. It numbs you. It just numbs you.
Etched in their memories is the traditional benediction they were just about to utter when the shots rang out.
One for the other.
What was your impression of the way the whole country embraced Emmanuel Church?
It's amazing. Amazing to see all the love and the caring. And it's just amazing to see everybody together as one nation.
Felicia Sanders' granddaughter, who she held during the attack as the other survivor, Felicia continues to protect her now from the public and media attention. As she explained to me, she's trying to keep her busy and make her life as normal as possible.
Okay, now what would make you as a parent value this man more than you do your own child? I'm telling y'all, we've been so desensitized towards the death of our loved one till we don't even value our loved one. These people, they said they got up there within 24 hours. It's like as if black people can't get on TV and describe their hurt and their pain. It's as if that's what they want us to do. We can't be mad. They don't want you to be mad. Just get up and talk about how you keep forgiving and forgiving and forgiving. 500 years, you still forgiving these same old people. They keep murdering us and doing things to us, but then they want us to forgive. And I'm telling y'all, no other race of people, they will ask, do you forgive? I've never seen it. When I see these other groups, people getting in front of that microphone, if they love one that's dead, they're not asking them to forgive. No, they're not asking, and then they don't forgive neither. They're going to tell you, no, I want them to go to prison. I want them to get the electric chair. But with us, we see this white person as more valuable than our own loved one. That's how we've been conditioned. That's why they was I forgive you, Dylan Roof. And I'm sitting up there screaming and mad and telling no, don't forgive that ML. And then he started laughing. He said he didn't want their forgiveness. He didn't ask for their forgiveness. Oh God. But anyway, we're talking about mass shooting. We're talking about stereotyping the black family. Now, yet the United States mass shooters are committed by white boys, young white boys. These ain't old boys. Y'all know about all these Karens, how nosy they are. I be saying these Karens can't even see their own kids down in the basement making bombs and with all that ammunition. They don't see all of that. But anyhow, uh, and then they had the mass shooting in Buffalo, New York. Don't forget this one now, y'all. Let's go to this one. Look at this one. But this one just happened.
You guys were right. I went to the ATM.
Just waiting on this to go off.
Worked for me. Guys, y'all been telling.
An 18-year-old white male has been arrested and charged with first-degree murder for a mass shooting at a supermarket in Buffalo, New York, in what authorities called an act of racially motivated violent extremism. Authorities say at least 10 people have been reported dead from the shooting, which took place in a predominantly black neighborhood in Buffalo on Saturday afternoon. Buffalo Police Commissioner Joseph Gramaglia said the suspect was armed with an assault-style rifle and body armor when he opened fire in the parking lot while live streaming the attack on Twitch.
He worked his way back towards the front of the store. Buffalo police immediately respond, engage the suspect in the vestibule of the store. And at that point, the suspect put the gun to his own neck. Buffalo police personnel, 2 patrol officers, talked the suspect into dropping the gun. He dropped the gun, took off some of his tactical gear, surrendered at that point.
Officials said 11 of the 13 people struck by gunfire were black, and that the attack would be investigated both as a hate crime and an act of racially motivated violent extremism under federal law. Twitch said in a statement that it removed the live stream of the attack less than 2 minutes after it started and was working to ensure no other accounts reposted the content. Speaking at the suspect's arraignment on Saturday, New York Governor Kathy Hochul said such live streams were responsible for a feeding frenzy of violent extremist ideology. She also pledged to introduce previously planned gun control legislation on Tuesday to address loopholes in state laws.
So y'all see how they handle that. Y'all see that how the difference in with the media, how they gonna report on this white boy. They never talked about him having a criminal mind. They never called this white murderer a thug. They never talked about the background of his family. In fact, they're gonna make it all about guns. It was not all about this murderer now. It was all about guns. They play with words. Of course, we're gonna look into these gun laws. We're gonna look into the gun laws. We still didn't get no hate crime bill after that. Now, when them Asians were shot in Atlanta, they had all them women a white guy went in there in that spot and shot up all those Asian people at once. The next day, Biden had signed executive order for a hate crime bill against the Asian. And we've been going through this shit, this murder and stuff about loved one over 400 years, y'all, 500 years. We can't get no hate crime bill from the Democrats. I'm telling y'all who it is. I'm just dealing with facts. That's who we vote for. And then they turn around and gave them a package, some kind of millions and millions of dollar package for the hate crime. So when it get to us, they always saying they got to go through all these procedures to help us, but they don't never get to it. Now, y'all know George Floyd. Y'all saw George Floyd. That was the worstest thing to witness. And it took a whole world of people just marching and crying and begging them to do something about that cop. It took millions of people just to get one white man convicted, for them to arrest that white man and get that white man convicted for killing George Floyd. But that George Floyd bill still ain't passed. Biden passed all these bills for everybody else, but he can't pass that George Floyd bill. That's a hate crime bill. Yeah. So that's what we're talking about, stereotyping. When we stereotype black people, we are the number one people that are violent. We are the number one that commit all these crimes, but it's not true. Look at the facts. It's not true. And then if they really want to go way, way back, we got to start back from slavery days, all them hangings. They don't count that. They don't count all them hangings and all them death and mutilation that they did to our loved ones. You know, we don't count. We don't matter. But anyhow, let's get back to love and marriage, Huntsville. I just thought I'll go over that. And one more time while I was looking at that statistic, it says that more white women, like 90% of white people are on welfare. We make up less than 5 or 10% on welfare. It has always been like that. But when you watch them on the news, that's all they say, that we lazy and we be on welfare. But it's not true. You look at the statistics, way back from the 60s, I've been following that statistic. It's always been white people on welfare, not us. So let's talk about love and marriage, Huntsville. Now that I got that away, y'all. Y'all know Arian clapped back at Mel. Oh, Lord, y'all. I was laying down on the couch. Y'all, last night. Head spinning because I had drank too much rum, y'all. I drank rum and I danced all by myself, and the kids, they were filming me. Yeah, they were filming me dancing. But anyway, what caught my eye was Arian texted that, okay, she replied. Y'all know about what Arian said. I got to back it up. Arian said that, let me see if I can find that tape, that Martell would have took the baby on the vacation. He asked her, but she said no because they were filming. Of course, y'all know Mel clapped back right away and said, no way. She only had an invitation for Martell and his mother. So we knew right then and there that this girl was lying. But then she turned around. I'm laying up there. This girl told my son, yeah, that's why. This was she text y'all. Something about COVID and somebody being sick. But what caught my eye was she said, yeah. How you feel when he be calling my name, when he be calling my name when he be having sex with you. He be calling my name when he be having sex with you. Now, how would she know that? How would this girl know that when this man having sex with anybody who names he's calling? But that's what she reduced herself to. She reduced herself to this sexual being. And that's all he reduced her to. If y'all know Martell talk about this girl, Martell ain't never said she was beautiful. Martell ain't never said she was intelligent. All Martell ever said is that what? He liked the way she sex him. That's all that is to her. She just a sex thing for him. It's nothing else. He can't take her out nowhere. He can't take her to no function and have him what? Do a wine commercial. She can't even do that. He tried that. But anyway, she's always reduced it back to sex. That's all she think about. Because I remember one thing when she said, somebody asked her, how do you back with this man after he called you a peasant? She said, yeah, he been eating on me all night long. So she reduced it all herself. She disrespect her own self. The girl don't have no respect for herself. How would you get on a national platform and talk under your own clothes? You talking about how this man eating on you. You are disrespecting yourself talking under your own clothes. Yeah, he don't have to respect her. She already know that's all that is with this man. It's about sex. She know that. Well, I guess she know that, but she thinking she all that too. Let me get on the real deal. She think it's all of that. All right, let me go back to Aaron. Let's get on Arian Curry. Yeah. I just don't know. I don't know about this girl. I just really don't know about this girl. This coming from Brown Sugar Babe, y'all. I don't know that maturity level. She's not gonna ever mature.
Asked her about not if y'all don't know what AF means, she's basically saying my son was invited.
Okay, I'm trying. Okay, this is brown sugar babe, y'all.
About Knox not going on vacation with the M&M kids. She responded the following.
My son would, y'all, if they wasn't filming, I would have sent my son on vacation. I would have, y'all. I promise I would have. Y'all won't see my son, but I would have seen him if they wasn't filming. I don't have no problem with that at all. I'm dropping him off, and I'm saying my son like raisins in his oatmeal. That's Ariana Curry. So y'all be thinking I'm somewhere sad and bitter. Hope you drop off. Y'all crazy.
So here she is saying, she's basically saying my son was invited. Okay, so she made it crystal clear here that her son could have gone on vacation with Mel, Miss Van, Martell, and the M&M kids. But they were filming, so I didn't let him go. Now, Mel rented a beautiful beach house on the coast of Destin, Florida. Okay, this was Mel's money. And how do we know this? Well, someone asked Melody a question based on Ariane's statement that had it not been for filming, her son would have been vacationing with the Holts. And Mel basically responded and said, I planned this vacation for my kids and I invited Martell and his mother. So the fact that Ariane would say her son could have been on the trip is simply not true. I'm sorry though, but I don't believe she even pulled that out of thin air. Martell told her that. I believe Martell told her that Knox could have come on the trip. He feeds her lies to keep her calm because she's a child. He tells her what she wants to hear so she doesn't lose her shit. And because she's slow AF, if y'all don't know what AF is, look it up. Because she's slow AF, she gobbles up the lies, believes everything that comes out of this man's mouth, and is ready to clap back with those same lies. This is a woman who intentionally prefers to ignore the actions of a man and instead is satisfied with the words that comes out of his mouth, and she will do this for the rest of her life if she doesn't get help. Martell was the one that said to her, I would take Knox, but we're filming.
Okay, that's brown sugar babe. Y'all want to hear the rest of that? Y'all have to go to her thing. That was by Brown Sugar Babe. But so now, how she responding to that, because Mel just told the truth. Mel didn't even say anything negative about her. She just said that it was just Martell's mother and Martell that she invited. And then now she clapping back, talking about somehow the man be calling her name while he having sex with Mel. And that is stupid. This woman is going on 40 years old. Yeah, that's how she just reduced herself back to sex. That's all this man want her for. Lord Jesus. And y'all already know about the car being repossessed. The car, she said the car was wrecked. One time it's wrecked. One time it's been stolen. But I think she's sticking with the wreck. That makes a better information to give the media. But yeah. So she said, I saw one where she said Martell was working on getting her another car, y'all. That's what she said. So she still ain't learned her lesson. You can get out and hustle on your own paper, your own car. That you just lazy. Or she looking for a cat daddy. She looking for somebody to take care of her. Yeah, she young enough. This girl in her 30s. This girl got a lot of work days ahead of her, but she won't get out and do it. Get out and hustle and grind and buy yourself a car. You ain't got to have no damn BMW, no name brand car. You can get you a car. You can get you one of them shade tree mechanics. Get you an old car. Get you one of them shade tree mechanics. They'll fix the car up for you. You ain't even got to have no lot of money with no BMW, all these name brand cars y'all want. But that pissed me off for her to keep saying, trying to say, yeah, he finna pay for me another car. Yeah, she boasted. And then what we looking at is that you have no pride about yourself. I wouldn't want nobody to think that I wasn't independent and couldn't take care of myself and my two children. A grown woman with two children, and you're not able to take care of them. You got to rely on this man to take care of you and your children. When he got four other kids, he got them other little host kids that he has to take care of too. So you need to be taking care of yourself. Always you tell them that you can't do nothing else. Be able to take care of yourself. You may not be able to help me out. You may not be able to help nobody else out, but be able to take care of yourself. Yeah. But anyway, y'all, that's all I have for y'all today. I'll just reminiscing on my little nephew when I went out there in the bluff. Yeah, that's what I was reminiscing on and how I miss him. And with the bad of the eye, your loved one can be taken away from you. Now, Lady P, I'm gonna bring her on, but she grieving over her son. Her son was murdered. Her son was murdered also, and she informed me yesterday that she had to stay off of social media. If she on social media, she cannot discuss her son's case. Yeah, but this was black on black crime right here, y'all. That's what this was. That's why I say, when they sent that look, they call it a meme or that dead body to me. I'm having flashback of looking at I call him my grandson too, looking at him laying in the middle of the floor just like that. He was laying down in the middle of it, and then his head was like tilted down in like an open pothole. So that's why I went off like that. That's what I just seen. I just seen Lady P's son in a similar position of that picture that Wanda had sent me. And that's why I said, you gonna send me a picture of a murder crime? And y'all do know that. Most of the people on here said that it was just a meme. And that's because we've been so desensitized to our own, watching our own family get killed. We see it all the time, every day. Yeah. Anyway, y'all have a great day now. Y'all enjoy yourself, and thank y'all for all the birthday wishes. I gotta check my Cash App to see if y'all sent me anything. But anyway, if you didn't, thank y'all anyway. Thank you for those who sent me money for my birthday. Don't forget, y'all. Don't When you go to my email, I'll be reading saying, "How can I get a book?" That's how you get a book, through the email. All you gotta do, send your little $15 and put your information on there, and I will mail you guys a book. That's all. Just remember that, y'all. And let's see what I got to say. Did I miss anything over here before I go? Kimberly Haywood, you are a sweet lady, and you be teaching knowledge. If you got information, tell it. That's your job as a blogger. Love you. Yeah, it's my job as a blogger, but I tell you, sometimes when I first started off, by me being old, they just felt like I was out of place. It was not my place to do what I was doing. Y'all know how I felt looking at my name all over these blogs. I mean, it was just everywhere. When that thing happened with Wanda, it was everywhere. I mean, I never experienced that before. I never experienced that before. My name everywhere, and people discussing me, discussing my age, discussing what I'm gonna do about it, and I ain't said nothing to nobody. I'm just like, whoa, how did they get all this information? All this information going out on this blog about me, and I never said nothing to nobody. They just take it and just go. But I'm glad it done quiet down now. I'm glad, because I just didn't like that seeing my name everywhere and being discussed everywhere. But I guess if you're on YouTube, that's the name of the game. Right, y'all? So let's see what it is. Sam Houston. Oh, He's giving me some kind of emojis. Keeping it real with Doris. Happy belated birthday. Sherry King, happy belated birthday. Y'all so sweet. Yeah, I really enjoyed my day. I mean, I just had a great time. I laughed so hard. All I did was laugh. Seemed like the least little thing was funny to me yesterday. Wow, this is 1400. I hope you had a wonderful birthday full of love, family, and laughter. It was. I mean, there wasn't nobody dancing but me, y'all. I was up dancing. Holy Rock. Uh, put lights for my kid's first car. Somebody about something about Holy Rocks. I can't hardly see that, but something about your kid's first car. You bought your kid the first car. All right, I can't hardly see that. Queen Sunflower, happy belated birthday, beautiful. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Happy birthday from Kim. And the Black Mama be said, happy birthday, and beautiful, and dance today. Yeah, dance today. All right, y'all. I'm going to be pretty soon. I will start back doing these Black History classes with y'all, but I don't feel like it today. I'm going to go back in here and go to sleep. That's what I'm going to do. Good day, y'all. God bless y'all. God bless. Thank y'all so much. Thank y'all.